Whoa. House guests. I know that at some point every single one of you either thought of, wanted me, or tried to get me out. House guests. I know at some point that every single one of you either thought of, tried to, or wanted. House guests. I know that at some point every single one of you either wanted. House guests. I know that every single one of house guests. I know that at some point every single one of you either thought of, wanted to, or tried to get me out of this game. And it was because of who I was. The unleashed punishment on the house. The only vet of the entire season and the most obvious target of the entire game. From the second I walked in those doors, not only was I the odd man out, from the second I walked in those doors, I was immediately faced at a disadvantage and was forced to instantly play a different game than all of you. I was the odd man out, and I had no time to waste, so I started playing immediately. With the friendship bracelets, everybody... House guests. I know that at some point, every single one of you either thought of, wanted to, or tried to get me out of this game. It was because of who I was, the unleashed punishment on the house, the only vet of the entire season, and the most obvious target of the entire game. The second I walked in those doors, not only was I faced at a disadvantage, I was instantly forced to play a different game than all of you. I was the odd man out, and I had no time to lose, so I started playing immediately. With friendship bracelets, because everybody already know who I was and how I played, I needed other people to show off their skills. I needed other people to show off their capabilities. I needed other players to show off their capabilities. With the first HOH, that came up. Of course I didn't want the first HOH. I already had enough enemies. So I had somebody else take the reins and create some enemies then. So I had somebody else take the role and create some enemies for themselves. Sorry, Cody. After that, my HOH pretty much went flawlessly, and at that point, I set the example of always having a house target in order for that to happen. That did two things. One, I knew that people wanted to get me out, but as long as that, but I worked my social game to always make sure that there weren't enough. There weren't enough numbers to get me out. And two, with a house target, it led me the opportunity to always make sure there's a bigger target in front of me, and I did. From that point forward, I pretty much had control of every single. From that point on, I pretty much controlled every HOH except for two, and I controlled the outcomes. One, I flipped the house to keep Christmas, and two, I flipped the house to keep Josh. After the first double eviction, I needed to change my. After surviving the first double eviction, the house target starting to. After surviving the first double eviction, the house target started to shrink. The house target started to diminish. So I had to change up my strategy, and I did. I perfectly positioned myself between the three pairs, Alex, Maven, and Josh. Alex, Maven, and Josh. At that point, my positioning was so perfect, I didn't need to win any competitions. I had everybody else win. I had specific people win. And they started to take shots at each other. And while the pairs were taking each other down, I was jumping back and forth and avoiding them. And while the pairs started taking shots at each other, instead of obviously taking me out, I was jumping back and forth to the front. I was maneuvering my way to the top, till I was left with the final pair, Josh and Crispin. From that point forward, I knew I had to win my way to the end, and I did. I won the most important HOH to secure my spot in Final 3, and I won the most important regional that secured who came to Final 3 with me. And then I won Part 1 and Part 3 of the final HOH competition, which secured my spot right here. And I also got to choose who came with me. And I also controlled who came with me. That tallies me up at a total of 10 competition wins. And every single time that I won HOH, I also won the vetoes that came with it, which meant when I was in power, I had full control of the week. Not only that, in the 4 other vetoes that I won, not only kept myself safe, and the 4 other vetoes that I won not only kept me safe through the game, but were huge pivoting, but were huge wins but were pivotal wins. Not only kept me safe throughout the game, but were pivotal wins that pushed me forward. More pivotal wins throughout the game, but were pivotal moves that advanced me further. From the second I walked in those doors, I worked my ass day after day. From the second I walked in those doors, I worked my ass day after day, not only as the biggest target. From the second I walked in those doors, I worked my ass off day after day as the biggest target, as the biggest threat, and whether I was your friend, ally, friend, and whether I was your ally, whether I was your friend, enemy, or your target, whether I was your friend, mentor, ally, or your target, it goes without saying that everybody always wanted to know. Everybody always wanted to know either what I was thinking or what I was doing. And I fought my way to this point right here without even touching the block one single time. And that's not by luck. And that's not by friendship. That's by playing the hell out of Big Brother, which is exactly what I came back to do. Thank you.